It is time to go racing in the third Target Series Chase race of 9. We're here at the Watkins Glen International in the Finger Lakes of New York. This is the AAA 250 in the lone road course race of the Target Series Chase. On the pole, a great start position for our points leader. The 88 of Luke Rennie comes in with a 2-point advantage over second in points Jose Mills, to his outside. In the second position, the 33 car of Sebastian Dupayne. Then starting in third, we have Taylor Brian Price. Fourth place, it's another Chaser Jacob Fitzwater Sr. And running out the top 5, Michael Gregory in the 60 car. Starting in 6th place, we have Casey Nanico. In 7th, second in points, Jose Mills. Then Jay Jefferson, a Chaser, in 8th. Keyshawn Richardson in 9th. And Jennifer Buford, the 18, rounds out the top 10. Back behind those drivers, Chaser Zach DeLello. Beside him, the 25 of Eric Olson. Then we have Alex Turner, the 05, and the 64 of Evan Hunter. Then Chaser Bronson Minnick in the 38 of Adam McDowell, along with Justin Zidell and Tommy Fletcher Jr. in the 77. Then we have Mason Baskers and Jake Galloway in the 20, along with Anthony Hernandez and Sebastian Kukulon the 00. Then there's Masson Tall the 47 and the 5 of Jeff Wright. Then there's John Smith, really likes these road courses, and beside him Code Red, another Chaser. Then Chaser Landon Lyons and Max Anderson in the 23, along with DJ Rita Chaser and the 41 of Alex Fletcher. Then there's Riley Tube and Chaser Colin Teague. Chaser Levi Jones just behind him and Jake Richardson beside him. Then there's Danny Lloyd and Roman Fenway. Landon Dinkins and Trey Rainey, Colt Mule the 55 and the 8 of Eli Bright, and rounding out the field, Brett Sierra 48, last season's champion and winner at Road America earlier this season. Matthew Swell starting at the back of the field. Another one of our chasers really needs to do a lot to try and limit the amount of points he might lose here today at Watkins Glen. There is our 42-car field for racing here in the AAA 250. Let's go to trackside for the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engine!
I believe fired up. You're ready.
42 engines fire up and rolling here at Watkins Glen for the third Chase race at 9 in the Target Series Season 11. This is the only road course race in the Chase. Points leader Luke Rennie starts on the pole position here at Watkins Glen, looking to extend over second in points Jose Mills, who starts back just behind him in the 7th position. 12 laps in the AAA 250. Luke Rennie, Sebastian Dupayne in the front row. We come down, we step on the gas. We're green flag racing at Watkins Glen. Up through the S's for the first time today. Luke Rennie continues to lead in the 88 from pole position. Dupayne gets in line second. Fitzwater now third. Taylor Price back to fourth. But now Price with a run to the inside, entering the carousel. But for the first time in the Target Series, we're not going to the normal track. We're going into the boot area of this racetrack. Right here is now entering the boot. For the first time in the Target Series history, we're racing through the boot. Luke Rennie, Sebastian Dupayne, 1-2 side by side for third. 3 wide behind them, brought to make the one in the middle. Beside him, Adam McDowell and Mason Baskers. They're 3 wide through here. Getting a little close, going wide for Baskers there. Got forced by Minnick. That loses some many spots. Here comes Fletcher Jr. and Jake Galloway also trying to come through. 77 and 20. Still side by side in front for third. No one gained the advantage. Finally, it looks like maybe Brian Price had the advantage, but Fitzwater gets it back in the 59. And right there, Fitzwater will clear in the 59 for third. Maybe not quite yet. Taylor Price coming back in the 09. Right here, Fitzwater's got the preferred lane through the final corner, though. You want to be on the outside through here. But Price going to clear him before they get to that point. No, he's not. Fitzwater got in his door. The 09 couldn't get the power down. And Fitzwater to third, where he got a crash off of the final corner. Yellow flag will be in the air. And look at all the cars involved in this. Colin Teague is one of them in the 2 car. Caution flag, lap number 2. And the racers did not take the yellow flag. The front 3 or so did not. I would say about front 5 did not take the yellow. So now they're going to race it back around. This is big for these drivers up in front because this now kind of takes a lap off of the board right there. Because they know they're coming back around the top 5 unless they wreck. So for Luke Rennie, Sebastian Dupayne, this is big for them. This is another lap off of the board. This is a lap they're not going to have to worry about under the green or anything like that. It looked like it was one of those classic cases of maybe they were side by side in that final corner, turn 10 or 11, and you kind of just, guy on the outside pinches down the guy on the inside, and it causes an accident. So the front five are racing it back around, and Luke Rainey, the head of this train of cars, started on pole, looking to win from pole and win his first race of the season. Hard to think about that. Driver who's really dominated the points this season. He has not yet won this season. Would love to get a victory, especially in the chase. Many bonus points on the line if he can get it done here today at Watkins Glen. And it would definitely extend the points lead he already has over Jose Mills. So they're now enter the final corner. Luke Rainey in front of Sebastian Dupain. And the 88 back in front over the 33 car. So Rainey back around in front. Dupain, Fitzwater, Gregory, and Taylor Ryan Price are the front five. Caution flag in there for the first time at Watkins Glen. Many cars involved. Let's go see what caused it. So here they are entering the final corner. Jeff Brent in the 5 on the outside. Inside of him, Chaser, Landon Lyons, and Code Red. Red looks to maybe step it in 3 wide. Lyons does not really get to the bottom, but Jeff Bright still forces him down. They get into Kuklon. Look at that hard hit for the 00. Front end up off the ground. Luckily, he comes back down on all fours. Right there stopped. Colin Teague slams on the brakes and I think gets away without any contact. Really, the only two involved in the big win is the 5 and the 00. I mean, Kuklon really hard along with Jeff Bright, but those are the only ones that really got much damage. I thought it was going to be Lyons as well involved, but the 5 came down, just barely clipped the 00. Got them both up, and look at that contact. Everyone did a great job getting to the right and making sure they got away. And really the only contact after that happened was Sierra into Teague, and then Dinkins into Bright. Get another look at this. Oh my goodness, that is a nasty crash. Jeff Bright's been around very, very fast there in the 5 car. Both those cars definitely done for the day, but no chasers really involved in this one. Caution flag for a major 2-car crash in the final corner. And for the 88 of Luke Rainey, he leads us back around. We'll come back to the green flag. If not, we'll come back at pit stops if these drivers decide to pit right now. None of our race series came down pit road, so we're going green this time by on lap number 5. Same running order as where we got back. 2 cars out, Sebastian Kukulon and Jeff Bright. 40 cars currently on the lead lap. And it's Chaser Luke Rainey out in front. Second place, Dupain, Fitzwater, Gregory, and Taylor Bryan Price are the front 5. Just behind them, Jennifer Buford, Casey Nanico, Jay Jefferson, Eric Olson, and Zachary DeLello. That's the front 10 as we're back racing at Watkins Glen. Dupain and Fitzwater, second and third, stay with Luke Rainey. Fourth place, Gregory did not really get a good restart, and they'll fan up behind 2 and 3 wide to the first corner. Evan Hunter trying to force away in the 64 to the inside. DeLello and Olson both. So now race up through the S's, back down to 2 wide. Jose Mills back here, dropped from his 7th starting position, back now battling for 11th with Hunter. Luckily for him, only chasers in front are Jay Jefferson and Fitzwater, but Luke Rainey is the big one in the 88. And here comes Dupain getting a nice draft down this long straightaway. With them not going through the bus stop, it allows a huge run into the carousel in that draft, and right there Dupain maybe give a bump to the 88 car. They'll be door to door through the carousel. For the race lead, Sebastian Dupain and Luke Rainey. Rainey in the chase as the points there. Dupain not in the chase, but won earlier this season at Daytona. Luke Rainey keeps leading the 88 for now. Side by side behind for 5th. Jennifer Buford coming up, trying to get by Taylor Bryan Price. And Bryant trying to bring Nanico as well. Back up for the race lead though. Dupain back going on Luke Rainey. Jennifer Buford cleared for 5th behind. Oh, look at this. Can Dupain trying to hold it there? The 33. Luke Rainey, I think, is going to clear right there in the 88. Dupain going to try and cross under here. This is a great move for the 33. Going to have the preferred lane through the final corner if he can make it stick down the bomb here. He'll get in behind the 88 for now, but such great battles here at the front between the 88 and the 33. Behind them, Nanico low on Taylor Bryan Price. The 09 kind of puts him down low. Front 3 have gotten away. Rainey, Dupain, Fitzwater. And Fitzwater wants Dupain to pass right there. He went wide through turn 1. Here comes Fitzwater to the inside with a run in the 59 car. But couldn't get the power down. And Dupain clears and actually loses a ton of ground to Luke Rainey. Behind them for 4th, Jeffrey Ford is charging in the 18. She has a pretty fast car right here. She's going to run into Michael Gregory down this long straightaway. I see right here, stay in line, get some draft, and then make a move right there. And then side draft that 60 car. doing what she needs to do here as they enter the carousel. Buford get the side draft on the 60 of Gregory. That's two big names, Buford and Gregory, both of which have won championships. Jennifer Buford, a Target Series champion. Michael Gregory's won it in the series of Gatorade, and Pennzoil has never won this championship, though. Buford, I think, is going to clear for fourth right here. She got a nice run at the bottom of the boot. And up front, Luke Ray pulled away through turn one, but Dupain and Fitzwater really pulled it back. I think that 88 isn't as fast as that 33. I think the 59 is just as good, not just a little bit better than the 88, but really the 33 is definitely better than that 88, I do believe. And the only thing holding back there is the fact that it's hard to pass at a road course. But definitely that 33, I think, on par, if not better, than that 88 of Luke Rainey. And we're coming around to halfway already at Watkins Glen. So now it's going to be, when do these drivers decide to pit? And there's the answer. Jay Jefferson going to come in early. Maybe going to try and catch a yellow flag to try and leapfrog these drivers on strategy. He is the first man in. It might be the only man into pit road. Yeah, that's really early for Jay Jefferson at the midway point. Now we're going to have to see, does he take 4 tires or 2 tires? If he takes 2, they're going to have to wait on fuel anyway. They have to pack this thing full. This is as far as the one car can go. If he can only go 6 laps, they need to get as much fuel in as possible. If he's just taking fuel only, I am not confident about that one car making it all the way on fuel. I just don't see it happening for Jay Jefferson unless he could go farther and they just decided they didn't have to take a full tank, but that's nerving. If he can only go halfway and they don't fill it full of fuel, that's going to be questionable for sure on that one car, Jay Jefferson. He's got to hope that yellow flag comes out late to where maybe he leapfrogs and it ends the race. That's the only thing I can really see working out for the one at Jefferson at this point in time. And remember, he's one of our chasers coming in with 15 points, tied with Fitzwater. That's for 4th in the championship. So he came in a decent position. With Luke Rainey leading this race, some of these chasers are going to have to do a lot. They're going to have to try and get that 88 out of the race because if Luke wins, he gets the points, obviously the most chaser points, and then the 3 bonus points for winning. So they do not want that 88 out in front. They would love to see Dupain get by him, but Sebastian's not found a way around him quite yet. Even though I believe he is just a little bit better than that 88 car, he's not found a way to get by the 88 of Luke Rainey as of now. And now we'll see if any of our racers decide to come in this time. No, they're going to stay out. Does anyone? Taylor Bryan Price will hit in the 09. Same with Eric Olson in the 25. 2 non-chasers enter pit road. Any more further back in the field that maybe want to beat the rush on the pit road? DJ Rita chaser and Jake Richardson as well. Yeah, so this is an interesting strategy as well because maybe now you think you can make it if you at least take 2 tires, right? We'll see what these drivers do. But if you take, 2 tires here, or you just take however much fuel you need, maybe you leapfrog because you're not going to be any huge mess of cars entering pit road. See right here, they're taking fuel only again. They are staying longer, though, to try and fill it full of fuel. But I'm really worried about Taylor Bryan Price. It looked like they were not there for a long time. Eric Olson at least kind of stayed there. But Jay Jefferson right here is going to fly around all of them in the 1 car. So something to look out for right here. Dupain again drafts up onto Luke Rainey, but can't find the place to make the pass. Fitzwater holding off Buford right now. That's 3rd and 4th. Gregory right now in 5th. Nanico is 6th. DeLello 7th. Hunter up to 8th. Jose Mills now currently 9th. Alex Turner rounds out the top 10. Looking for some other chasers back through the field. Brian Schmidt currently in the 15th position. Landon Lyons battling for 17th with Tommy Fletcher Jr. Code Red back now just outside of the top 20 in the 29 car. Matt DeSuelzo moved up nicely from his last start position. Currently up inside the top 30. Just in front of Levi Shones. As we'll now go back and focus on these racers and see if any of them decide to come down this time. So let's see. Do our racers think this is the time to come in? Luke Rainey says yes. Dupain says yes. Fitzwater, though, says no in the 59 car. All right, some different strategy here. So Fitzwater inherits the lead. The front 2 are in, and they're the first for a while to come in. 88-33 are in. 21, 47, 10. Is that the 89, the 8, the 41, the 32? Someone behind him. I think that's the 2 of Colin Teague. So what do these drivers do? Fuel only or 2 tires? Now here's the question. How much fuel do you take? Do you wait, pack it as full as you can? Or do you try and get out as fast as you can? This is with 4 to go. There goes Luke. I think he maybe took just a little bit less fuel than Dupain. I think he should be good with 4 to go. But look at Jay Jefferson. Remember, he's on that stretch where I don't think he can make it with as much fuel as you took. Same with Taylor Ryan Price. Those two are going to be very questionable on fuel. So Luke Rainey out behind the 1 in the 09. Dupain just with the 33. Now we go up because most of the field still has not yet come down pit road. And heading that field is Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Not anymore. Jennifer Buford in the 18 moves around our race leader. Now she's out in front at Watkins Glen. She's had a really strong car. She finally got that position she needed to get by Fitzwater. If they were to stay that way, that would have been for 3rd on the racetrack. We'll have to see though when they pit if they can beat the 33 and the 88 off. I believe most of these drivers are going to have to come in this time. Maybe some drivers save some to where they can go another lap or two. So Jennifer Buford will enter the final corner with the race lead. Does she come down? Yes, she will this time. So the 18 is in. Does anyone dare stay out another lap? Maybe try and catch a yellow to end this race. Everyone is coming in that is not yet pitted. And when I say everyone, I literally mean every single person that has not yet come down pit road will come in this time. So if Jay Jefferson doesn't have to come in this time, he will then inherit the race lead, assuming the 18 doesn't beat him off. Buford into her pit stall. Now the bad thing is there might be some people coming into their pit stall while she's trying to leave. Might slow their stop down because right there she had to wait for the 11. Now she'll leave. Does anyone beat her off though like Fitzwater? Fitzy's got to wait. He's going to leave behind the 18. So there's Jennifer Buford leaving pit road ahead, but Jay Jefferson and Taylor Ryan Price both get around. Can Buford beat Luke Rainey up to speed? That's going to be an interesting thing here. We'll see. It's going to be close. They're side by side. Luke Rainey and Jennifer Buford are. Rainey out ahead, but the 18 left the 33. If you're Luke, that has to be very nerving because the 18 has been faster all day long. Here comes Dupain trying to battle that 18. He gets in line, didn't have the run. Buford blocks it off. Now Dupain looking for a dive into the inside of the carousel. They'll be side by side. Dupain easily deposits Jennifer Buford. Now this is assuming the 1 in the 09 cannot make it. There's still a possibility that they can make it on fuel, but I think that would be very, very questionable with how fast their pit stops were. I don't think the fuel cans were engaged in that car much. And they might be praying that yellow comes out to maybe end this race. If a yellow came out now, the race would be over. And Chaser Jay Jefferson would win the race, assuming he could coast it around 2 more laps. But this time, he has to go 2 more full throttle green flag laps. And we'll see if the 1 in the 09 can stay under the lap. Yeah, Jay Jefferson, I think he might have to pit this time, but Taylor Ryan Price could definitely stay out longer than the 1 car can. Jefferson gonna stay out to 2 to go. So Jay Jefferson with the race lead, 2 laps to go for Chaser Jay Jefferson. Taylor Ryan Price right now in 2nd, Luke Rainey in 3rd, Dupain in 4th, and Jennifer Buford in 5th. Do the front 2 have the fuel to go the distance? Did they play it just right? Or will they have issues in these final 2 laps to where they can't make it on fuel? And if they can't, then the battle comes down to the 88 and the 33. And Dupain's going to have a nice run here down the straightaway in the draft. Getting the draft off Luke Rainey and Sebastian Dupain. Does he ever break low? He'll try in the carousel. The same move he pulled on Jennifer Buford a lap prior. Is it going to work? Is he clear of the 88? He's clear. Dupain out in front of the 88 in case the front 2 can't make it on fuel. The front 2 are Jefferson and Taylor Ryan Price. And now a chance of a Luke Rainey win has just gone from maybe 75% to maybe 20%. He needs to hope the front 2 can't make it and they can get back by the 33. It's getting intense at Watkins Glen. Pit strategy and battling on the track. White flag this time by. Do the 1 in the 09 have the fuel to make it? If they don't, who's going to win the challenge back behind them? All right, here they are entering the final 2 corners. This is where pit road is. This is where if they have to pit, it's going to happen. Jefferson stays out. Taylor Ryan Price has to come in the 09. But there's the white flag. No, he's out of fuel. Jefferson's out of fuel at the white flag. Dupain is by him. Here comes Luke Rainey in the 88. Jefferson stumbles trying to get back up to speed. He's Gotten it back up, but will that car run dry? Final lap underway at Watkins Glen. Jefferson, maybe missed pit road, maybe miscommunication, but Dupain has now gotten in the 33. Can Rainey run him down? And does Jefferson's car ever stumble in the 1? Final time down the backstretch. Dupain out in front of Luke Rainey and Jay Jefferson. Into the carousel. That's where Dupain made his last 2 passes. The most important. And Jefferson wants a point. He sees Luke Rainey in front of him. That is a chase point up for grabs. Now Luke Rainey has to think maybe not win this race, but protect that point back behind. Through the bottom of the boot. Jay Jefferson, a great corner. Got to the inside of the 88 car. And now they're side by side for a point. This is for 12 points. The most points a chaser can earn. Luke Rainey, the points leader. Jay Jefferson tied for 4th in points. But this is behind the battle for the win. Sebastian Dupain, 33 car, in control. To the final 2 corners. All number 33. Dupain off the final corner. Jefferson runs dry. Dupain wins in the 33 car. Luke Rainey second, Pugh for 3rd. Fitzwater 4th. And a topsy-turvy ending. I believe we had a crash. Oh, look at this. Fenway and Eli Bright have crashed in the boot on the final lap. Issues there. 2 of our non-chasers. Jefferson comes across in 9th. But his car ran dry. A last lap pass at Watkins Glen. Jefferson runs dry. Dupain has the field to make it. He wins. Points there. Luke Rainey extends the points with a 2nd place result. But what in the world happened to Roman Fenway and Eli Bright? Back of the field and in the boot. Issues arise for Eli Bright, and it was a mechanical issue in the 8 car. Riding here, back of the pack, and it looks like under braking, that car brakes on him, and not the good kind of brake. Now he's slower. Looks like he's trying to get left. Oh, Fenway ran right into him. I don't know if Fenway knew that Eli Bright was having those issues, but a hard hit for both of those drivers. But that happened on the last lap. No issues to the finish. Sebastian Dupain wins the race. His 2nd of the season. Let's go see the finishing results of the update chase standings. Here's how they finished at the AAA 250 at the Watkins Glen International. 2 caution flags today for 2 laps, and 4 lead changes. 5 different drivers solidly today at Watkins Glen. And Sebastian Dupain battled Luke Rainey all day long. Finally got by him with 2 laps of racing to go. And then fortunate for him that the 1 stumbled. Taylor Ryan Price ran out. He gets around and wins the race. Luke Rainey from pole position led the first 7 laps of this race. He ends up so close yet so far in 2nd position. Jennifer Beeford, a great battle up to get in 3rd. Zachary Fitzwater Sr., good points today in 4th. And Eric Olson rounds out the top 5 of the 25. Michael Greger gets 6th place. Casey Nacko in 7th. Zachary DeLello, a chaser, in 8th. Jay Jefferson led 2 laps. Had a strategy planned out in that 1, but unfortunately it sputtered coming to the white flag, and then he ran out off of the final corner coming to the checker flag. Still gets the top 10 though in 9th, and Evan Hunter rounds out the top 10 to 64. 4 of our chasers finished inside the top 10 here today. Basker's 11th, Lloyd 12th, Hernandez, Mills, and Galway the top 15. Mills, decent points today, but lost some to Luke Rainey for sure. Another chaser inside the top 20. Landon Lyons gets 17th and Minnick in 19th. So a good amount of chasers finished inside the top 20 here today. 7 of them make up the top 20. Code Red gets 22nd here in the 29 car. Mathis Wells in 31st. DJ Reed in 32nd. Jones and Colin round out the chasers, 35th and 36th. Fenway and Eli Bright involved in that last lap crash. Max Erson had issues in the 23 here today. And Jeff Bright, Sebastian Cook on the only 2 cars out of the race from crash damage in the 5 and the 00. At the right side are the point standings 3 races in. Luke Rainey has had a near perfect chase thus far. 2 first place chase finishes for the 88 driver has him on top over a tie for 2nd, 6 points back. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. and Jose Mills currently in a tie right there. Then 4th place all by himself now is Jay Jefferson, 8 points back. And ranking out the top 5 in points, Zachary DeLello is currently 9 points back. Really, those 5 have the best shot at the championship, because then you look down, next highest is Bronson Minnick, who's currently 13 points back. Colin Teague is currently 14 points back. You look at Code Red, 15 points back. It's not the position you want to be in for sure, and then the drivers even below Code Red. You look at Levi Shones and Landon Lyons, even DJ Reed and Mathis Wells. Those bottom 4 points, not in a great position currently. They would need a lot to go their way, and with only 6 races remaining in the championship, it's going to be very, very hard for those drivers. Definitely the front 5 points have the best shot, all within 9 points of each other, entering one of the craziest racetracks on the schedule. We're going 1.5 mile racing at the Chicagoland Speedway for the Gatorade 300. I will see you guys then.